Hi there, Serial Trader here. Let's have a look at the major US indices, and we'll just go over Friday's price action, and then also go over what to possibly look for and maybe expect next week starting tomorrow. Alright, so here we have SPX. So on Thursday we had this bullish hammer reversal candlestick after we had this kind of false break of support levels in the 200-day moving average. And false break because it failed to hold on a closing basis and produce that candlestick buy signal. And then Friday, we put in a bullish engulfing candlestick, and we actually engulfed the real bodies of 3 prior candles. So that's a substantial buy signal, pretty strong when you have multiple prior candles being engulfed. And along with that, we closed well above the T line, and also above this simple 20-day moving average, which, you know, sometimes that can be a helpful sign, because the 20-day, depending on the trend or the time frame, can often provide support or resistance. So closing above it is certainly a feather in the cap of the bulls, but the T line is certainly more weighty for me, and it's nice to see it close above that. Okay, and I'll add that still need to get above this resistance level, and that comes in at around 26.82 on SPX. And then ultimately a real great, confirmation of this uptrend resumption, if that's what's going on here, would be breaking this doji star resistance level at 27.1749. So we'll look for that next week. I would say this is a pretty important level to hold now next week, and that would be the low of that reversal day on Thursday, which was 25.94.62. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. And before I move on to the other indices, we'll just have a quick check-in with our Elliott wave charts here. And this scenario is not invalidated yet, although if this is really a third of a third wave decline in this overall impulsive decline, it should just be falling out of bed here. I mean, it should just be tanking. And it's not. It's choppy. It's meandering. So that's more indicative of, we'll go to the next chart, more indicative of the, wave of a triangle, a corrective wave, and then a corrective wave, and then a corrective wave, and then no one knows what direction it's going to go, but then it finally breaks out. That's more indicative of the personality traits of a triangle. So for this triangle, you want to start getting above this triangle BD trend line, and we're not quite there yet. And then obviously this is the same level as that doji star in the other chart. Taking out that D wave extreme, that'd be pretty good bullish confirmation. All right, so we'll go back to our Thinkorswim platform, and I think we're done with SPX here for now. Going to the Dow Jones. All right. So Dow Jones, not actually a candlestick buy signal, as it wasn't an engulfing candle. It would have had to open lower than Thursday's open to make it an engulfing. But nonetheless, a strong day in the Dow, and it closed above the T line. So the Dow largely just tracking along with the SPX there. And the NASDAQ composite. NASDAQ composite, let's see if this was actually engulfing. Let me just check. Opening price was 70.6503. And what was the opening price on this one? No, so it was not quite a bullish engulfing by, a few fractions there. But nonetheless, a strong day in the NASDAQ, and it closed well above the T line. And actually now we're just sitting right around that 50-day moving average on a closing basis. So we'll keep our eyes on that. So NASDAQ looking quite strong there, at least short term. And actually did kind of break above this resistance level from this candle, which is nice to see. All right, move on to the volatility index. And the VIX, interesting, the VIX had a bit of a spike down there, if anything, if this is accurate data, which I can only assume it is. Yeah, the VIX looks very flaccid here. And that's certainly a bullish state for it to be in for stocks. So nothing going on of any concern in the VIX. And yeah, going into the next week, starting tomorrow, obviously, we'll just see if this has any follow through, or if it's just another one of these fake outs, and then it drops again, and then the pattern continues in our trading range. But we'll see. Hopefully you get some clear direction and confirmation here soon. All right, hopefully everyone's having a great weekend and enjoy the rest of it. Serial Trader signing off.